work, and everything's a
Yeah.
blessing for the time that it was in. So,
Yeah. Exactly.
right.
It is.
All right. Did you watch Saturday Night Main Event?
Yes, sir. Yeah. So hey,
Yeah.
shout the okay.
Yeah.
I
What do you think?
love the so Bronson Reed,
That's a good one.
the third member, huge.
That's a big one.
Huge.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the third member. I was just like, I don't know who it's gonna be. I did see online that somebody said it was rumors. They say he was going to return, but I didn't know. I was like, oh, damn, he returned.
He shuttered
You know what I'm
his ankle,
saying?
right?
So yeah, at Survivor Series in War Games,
Yeah.
off that when he jumped off the top of the cage,
It's crazy.
bro, crazy man. And then I love the fact that he came back against CM Punk and Sami Zayn, who were both on the opposite teams.
Right.
So it builds up a storyline.
True. Because
Should have known that they were going to let them lose, though, because they came out wearing Palestine colors. I don't know if you know that. I was like, yep, they're going to lose.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh my god. But that's a good one. Bronson Reed is
Great
perfect.
state. Great. Oh, yeah, sorry.
No. Yeah, so I'm saying he's a great
Yeah.
addition. Like he's a
Mhm.
big name. He could have good feuds.
Yes.
I don't think they're gonna do him versus Jacob. So that's good.
No, they're going to.
I like how they do that before back in the day with two powerhouses meeting each other, but sometimes like when you do that too quickly, it just kind of
Mhm.
destroys one of them. The career's over. Like Braun Strowman,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it all the time.
Well, he's dead now. Well, I can say he's dead now, but I'm just fine. I'm just fine. But his career, I mean, they fired him. I can't say that.
Well, I think
But
he said he was going to retire anyway. He can't even move. Remember, we found out he was
he can't
paralyzed.
move. He's paralyzed, bro.
Like,
Like that.
damn.
Yeah. So shout out to Braun, man. He did his thing for the. Hey, they put the belt on him. He did his thing.
True. He had some good matches.
He became a monster. He really became a monster, bro. Like I watched him when they first like put him on there. I was like, oh shit, where'd he come from? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's the next Wyatt family member. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
they threw him straight in there, bro. He was the monster of the Wyatt family. And then
yeah, what'd you think of the rest of the card, though?
uh
It felt like a Raw. It felt like a
that
SmackDown without the promos. But that's what it felt like.
yeah, but yeah, that's what it was supposed to be. It was a lot. It felt more like a Raw, and they combined it Saturday Night Main
Yeah,
Event.
because that's what it's supposed to
I
be,
like
right?
the part. Now I'm not gonna lie. I like the interaction in the back between John Cena and Jey Uso
That was a good one.
because that wouldn't happen
True.
because they don't cross that path right now. They're on two different shows,
Right.
and the fact that he interfered and then we're gonna see this match now,
Yeah.
that's gonna be something.
The only
You
thing
know
I don't
that
like right now is that somebody, shit, was it in January? Leaked
what?
all of John Cena's like matches for the entire year. And so far, it's been
Mm,
100% accurate.
well,
They even had R Truth on there in January.
well,
So
makes it. Well, somebody said on it.
that's kind of messed up, but
It is, but
yeah. Let's see who else.
takes away from the one.
You had
No, I enjoyed the cage match. Drew McIntyre. It's a Drew
oh yeah,
McIntyre match.
yeah. When is he had a
Come
boring
on,
one?
never. That man, he's the man. And Damian Priest loved the match.
Agreed.
They that was Drew McIntyre put him over,
True.
but I love that he put him over in a way where he still looked strong. He's like, "Don't touch me, get off me!"
Right.
Like they had medics come out for him, but he still got up and walked out on his own,
So what
even
happens?
after the concerto.
What happens to Drew now though? Because he seems like he loses to everybody now.
Well, he still got to go after the United States Championship, I think, because remember they did it. There was a promo where Damian Priest pulled him out in that triple threat match. Remember? Or no, that was not a triple threat. That was a fatal four way, right?
Who was in? I'm trying
Can't
to think.
remember.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I mean, I
But
just don't want him
yeah,
to go down again because that's a big name and he's a great I mean, he's not even a heel, but he's a great addition. So it's like you make somebody lose too much, then that's gonna be it.
You're right. But I think he might. I don't know if he's on his way. I don't know if he's on his way out.
Or maybe he's on his vacation. That's usually what happens sometimes. And they get like,
Especially when they said he had an injury.
Yeah. This thing. He comes back by. He takes maybe June, July off, and comes back in time for SummerSlam.
Yep. I wonder who is he going to be obsessing with next.
I think a lot of it has to do with Jey Uso, his championship more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's the championship you could do a lot of runs with.
Yeah.
So you got.
But you're gonna have him switch to. He has to switch to Raw.
Oh, that's true.
Maybe he's on SmackDown.
I'm trying to think right now. So who else is the champ? You got Fatu as a champ. Who else?
He's the United States Championship, the champ, and Drew McIntyre has not won that belt. Okay. He said he would have became a grand champ, so I think that might be the next storyline.
Yeah, he's got to get that one then. Damn, why can't I think? It's too early. I'm trying to think of the other.
Maybe.
Who's the other? What's the IC? They still got the IC belt, or is that gone now?
No, they got the Intercontinental. That's all. What's
Jesus
it?
Why do I think there's a belt that they got rid of? That I know they got rid of the European, right?
Yeah. A long time ago. My God. That was a great belt. It felt distinguished.
It did.
You know.
They should bring.
It felt just as big. Honestly, it felt just as big as the IC belt.
Because that was Shawn Michaels, right? And he gave it to Triple H.
I think. Yeah.
I could have swore he was when he was like dual champion. And he laid down for Triple H, and he did the whole run.
Yeah.
10 minutes Damn. Okay, who's the IC champion?
I gotta remember that. Why's my mind blanking off that right now?
Okay, so it's way too early. So when you're about to hit 40 and you wake up, I could be at work at this time, but not on your day off. You're like, no, my brain's not functioning. God,
how's this happening right now, bro?
This is so bad. A wrestling podcast, and we don't even know who's a champion anymore.
My brain is just because my brain is fried this morning.
Oh boy,
I ain't lying.
Oh man.
Oh my God, it's Dirty Dom. You was at the motherfucker, bro. God. Who's the IC champ right now? Fucking Dom. Hello.
I thought he was the world champ.
Hello.
Heavyweight champ. You know, that's where I'm.
No, the way he was the way he won it. Okay.
I don't see any other wrestler who's getting nuggets brought to him and chicken tendies brought to him.
By bad ones. By baddies.
Yeah, he's doing great. All right.
That's it. He's tendies, nuggies.
Okay, that's who it is. Got it. Damn. So, because you know what, they're still. I don't know what they're doing with the whole, like LWO stuff and keeping it. I mean, Penta's great, so you can't really say that's a waste. He's a dope ass wrestler, but Dom needs to get into it with somebody else.
Well, he's the IC champ, so I don't know. He's gonna have Grande Americano.
That dude's amazing.
Man,
I love that character.
That headbutt, man. The headbutt, bro.
He's so over though, which is crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know he was gonna be over in this climate right now, bro. Like honestly, when they said from the Gulf of America, I'm like, bro. But hey, I mean, they voted for it, so okay.
Yeah, but it's just funny.
That's crazy.
He's even. You can tell he enjoys it as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think people like that character more than Chad Gable.
They like it better than Chad Gable, right?
And he wrestles better too.
It's the mask, bro.
It is the mask.
It's the mask.
I'm trying to think. Okay, so we had Selena Vega against.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Against Chelsea Green. You know.
So that one's kind of iffy because I feel like Selena puts a lot of hard work in, and she deserves.
She botched that. She botched that 619. No, that was horrible. I was like, "What's going on?" I was like,
Busted her nose.
I was like, "Oh." I saw that. Chelsea.
That's the part I have an issue with is that Chelsea Green's so over right now. And
I thought they were gonna.
Down.
No, she's over, bro. I think she's so over. She's not, bro. Like she's still. They need the elevator. I don't know how. I thought they were gonna have her be in the Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
I really did.
she needs
She
to
did it last year. I thought she was gonna.
try to like.
It'd been
She's
perfect for
starting.
her to. I think her storyline been great. She gets some Money in the Bank. She has a secret harvest. Come on, bro. Why
Yeah,
not?
they're great.
That's the president.
That's
Oh,
it's great.
President Chelsea with the Money in the Bank.
And she's good on the
Okay.
mic. She's funny, and she has people listening to that. That's probably the biggest thing. You got to have somebody who listens to you. If the crowd's
Yeah.
paying attention to what you're saying, then
Hmm.
you got it going on. And so I think that's what
Yeah.
she should have. Again, I don't know if she should have won that quickly because it makes no sense giving it to Selena and then you lose like 1 week later. Kind of doesn't matter. But who else is a champion right now for women? You got Tiffy, and you have, is it Bianca? No,
No, it's EO Sky.
Io. Okay, that's right.
Mhm.
I thought Bianca was going to win. That's why.
Yeah.
Was it WrestleMania?
WrestleMania. Yeah, I
But
thought she
Io's
was
doing
gonna win
great
too,
too.
but
She's starting the
she's
women
awesome
division
wrestling.
a little bit too, more and
Yep.
more. Her broken English is amazing. So
It is. It's gotten
great.
better. She's gotten a lot better, bro. I was like, hey, I'm with it.
That's the thing is that with the
Mm.
women, you got to start bringing up some more talent. Not talent as in like women can't wrestle. It's more I'm saying like you can't just keep going with the big four. When I say big four, I'm talking
That's
about
mm.
Bianca, Rhea, is the man, Becky Lynch.
Hmm.
There's one more always, right? There's like four.
You're gonna say Bailey, but well, it was Bailey,
Okay,
but
Bailey, right?
she didn't disappear. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I'm saying like you got to start bringing up the. So yeah, bring up Chelsea.
Yep. That's what they got to do. I think that she's in the echelon. I think they should put her up in the main event scene for the ladies championship, women's championship. She's there. She got it.
And who's the? Well, they got the new IC belt too, so that's good. That helps out.
Hmm.
Was that Valeria?
That's Lyra still.
Lyra. She's great
Mhm.
too. Great
Oh
wrestler.
yeah, she is. She is a great wrestler.
And they just brought up the other one yesterday, right? Was it yesterday? Or was it SmackDown? SmackDown.
SmackDown, Julia.
Yes.
Yeah, and
She's going to Money in the
it's
Bank.
brought her. Yep. You see what they're doing already. They had her. Roxanne Perez won her match too.
Yeah. It's
So
a new breed.
they
New
are
talent.
they are fading them and they're fading them out. This is the showcase. It's gonna be the showcase.
True. So that's gotta be tough if you're.
We're still waiting for two more though. We're waiting for the final two. I guess we'll find out this week.
Yeah. Because you gotta. That's always hard, probably too, to know that
Mm-hmm.
you're about to be faded out a little bit too. Because I think
You're right.
for the men's, even though I like them, okay, I'll do two things on this one real quick.
Yep.
LA Knight, I feel like he needs to evolve ASAP, or else that's gonna be it. I mean, it's fun to always say yeah, to repeat it, right? But he's gonna fade out pretty quick because he's stuck in that. We don't see him as a champion.
He's stuck in the mid card range, bro. It's either
and they blew
and
it
it's either
when they did not put him over. But then it was hard against Roman Reigns because I really thought he was going to beat Roman Reigns that time when he was like so hot. He was up there.
he was
The
hot.
crowd wanted him to win. Everybody wanted him to win.
Yeah.
And then he lost.
Yeah. And he lost.
it.
Well, he's buried.
That was it.
Buried.
So
That was it.
He's up
And
there.
they really had to rebuild him back up after that.
So I feel like he's up there to where he's gonna maybe a year, two.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, cause he's also he's up in age. Well, I don't want to say up in age. He's older than us.
Oh yeah, he's up there.
Yeah, he's older than us, bro. So
His body could only hang for so much longer.
mhm.
But he's
he's in great shape though. That fucking box jump, bro. I mean, that's something amazing. I can't jump to the top rope just straight off the fucking vert. Come on, bro.
But
Wow.
I don't know. I mean, would I do it too if I got paid money? Yeah, sure. But
Yeah.
Sheamus is up there.
Yeah. He's up there
do
too
much
now.
Either. He just comes back and then.
But they still got him he's never won the Intercontinental Championship belt, so title, so he'll become a grand champ. They got that. I think they're gonna put that on him.
Yeah.
Either later on this year or if he has a WrestleMania moment, next year.
That's true. But that means Dom has to lose, and that's not possible. So.
Okay. Well, he'll never lose. He's Dom.
He's dirty.
He's Dirty Dom.
Okay, I'm trying to
Nuggies and baddies, bro. He needs a shirt. Nuggies and baddies.
So what other match? I'm surprised. Well, I guess I'm not surprised because Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest was higher, and also was Sami Zayn. So John Cena being what?
Yep.
Mid card.
Okay. I mean, it's John Cena. They got to throw him in there.
But the big champion. He just. I don't know.
But it was a short match, though. You saw how short that match was. That match was like what? It was what 5? It was like 7 minutes, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe. You know, he had to do his thing, and then but we still got to see him later on. So
true. No,
you can't have him at the end.
That is true.
So
that makes it better.
That does make it better.
So.
People, guys, you want to get into the John Cena his run right now? Cause he said he's going to ruin wrestling for us, right? People are hating what he's doing right now. He's really being a heel. Yeah. He's being a heel. I'm going to ruin wrestling for you. He's kicking niggas in the nuts, okay? and going home.
Yeah.
It ends the same way. Just like a heel match is supposed to end. He's the dirtiest one in the game right now, bro.
Yeah.
I love it. People hate it. And guess what? He's ruining wrestling for the people that hate it right now.
True. He's right.
He said he's not. People's like, I don't like this. Yeah, he's ruining wrestling. And he
said he was going to do
but he's being a heel. He masterclass, bruh. Kisses to the chef. People, I feel like I'm a real fan, bro. I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but he's doing what a heel is supposed to do.
Dude, no, people love it. No, okay, there's a half. There's.
No, do you see half people? You heard it. You heard. Well, last night it sounded like half. I'm not gonna lie. They was all like, he can't wrestle. You heard that? You can't wrestle.
And then people said, yes, he can.
Yes, he can. And I was like, man.
It's never happened before.
Yes. Right? So the man, he's doing his thing, bro. He's doing his thing. He's put on a master class right now. I'm going to ruin wrestling. I'm the last real champ. He ain't bullshitting.
Yeah.
He's the last one who really went from he was a face the whole time to heel.
People complained all the time before that he was too boring, predictable, like the Hogan, right? Same.
Yeah, but he's actually. Guess what? It's the same exact thing. It's boring and it's predictable.
So yeah. So no, I mean, I'm enjoying it. It's fun.
I'm enjoying it. This is awesome to me. I was like, man, and you can't see this motherfucker, bro. You still can't.
But
now, hey, you can't see him then. Now, forever, together, okay? Never.
This was a big match, and not in the sense of, him and R-Truth were going to have a competitive, great-ass, Iron Man match or something like that, technically. No.
Yeah.
But it was good because R-Truth has built up the fact that he's been a lifelong fan ever since he was a kid watching John Cena. Right? On the TV. I used to watch him on the TV when I was a little kid. And so that's just hilarious, right? But that's his hero. That's his idol. He looked up to him. But John did not hit him with the belt in the match.
No.
He had a little
tweak
on his
He kicked the man in the nuts. He kicked him in the nuts.
But he didn't hit him with the belt.
He did not.
And
I'll give him that.
Like, he's in there. He's still in
He's
there.
in there.
I love R-Truth.
I saw, even though that PTSD, bro. Stockholm syndrome.
Exactly.
He got Stockholm, bro. It's great. This is great.
But yeah, it's all good though. It was amazing. Yeah,
he hit him after the match though. It's fun. I enjoyed it.
And Cena's having a good time because it was when R-Truth. If you watch it again, when R-Truth comes out and his music hits and he's wearing the Cena colors, Cena's trying so hard not to laugh in the ring.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. So
hilarious.
Do I like Cena's whole entire run? If this is his last year, Yes and no. Only
Mm.
because of the WrestleMania match. I don't think it was as good as it could have been. I
Mm.
think Cena dominated Cody that whole match. And you
Mm.
think about what, and the reason why I'm saying that is because it has some effect on. He beat Cody so easy when Cody went through hell to beat Roman and took away Roman's title run, and that messed up everything for Roman to beat Hogan because he was close to beating Hogan's record, which we needed.
You're right.
You know, so I don't know. It just felt like
Right.
Cody was so strong to beat Roman, and then so weak to lose to
Hulk
somebody.
Hogan must pose, oh brother. You must.
No. He's just fucking guy, and now he's painting his beard again to be the villain Hogan. Hollywood Hogan's back.
Hollywood Hogan's back.
Yeah.
Poisoning the youth with beer. I'm just kidding.
So he went from milk and vitamins to American.
Milk and vitamins to beer, bro.
The truth is coming out.
And all my Hulkamaniacs are back.
It always comes
He's
out.
getting us ready. He was out. See what the pipeline. Look, that was the pipeline. We went from milk and vitamins to beer. Okay.
Yeah, man. But so Cena, yeah, I'm enjoying it. I think it's fun.
Mm.
You know, then again, how he's not going to be able to wrestle. Like number one, he wasn't
No,
always a super technical wrestler. He wasn't doing all
no, but
everything,
he.
and he's older now too. So his matches could
Yeah.
only go one way. Try to think he needs one more match. Who else could he have a match against? Or let me ask you, who do you want to see him have a match with before he goes?
I would love to see him in a match with Gunther.
That's what we
It
want.
ain't at all. That'd be awesome. I don't. I think that'd be great.
I think it'd be good because also Gunther has the same reputation. He ain't easy to beat.
He's not, and that's the reason why I think it would be a really good match.
And Cena beat him.
I'm trying to think.
Who does Cena lose to?
You know he's gonna lose to Cody. You know he's gonna lose to Cody because he got to pass the torch.
Does that make Cody turn to heel? You gotta
I
pass the
think so.
torch. You just
You gotta pass the torch. You gotta pass the torch, and then
because people are gonna hate Cody. Be like, come on, not you again. That's how I think it's gonna be.
yeah, I think that's how it's gonna be now. Yeah, but people were excited for him when he came out. So
What did I hear? The
okay.
Rock ain't coming back until 2026 or 7. Just because he has
And he's
other
mad.
movies coming out or
Oh,
something, right?
ain't nobody gonna care about him in 2027.
I don't think so either. But that would be a good one too, though. Just because you have Cody come out,
Mm.
something happens, beats the. I'm saying he has a match with the Cody Cena. Something happens, Cody wins in a bad way, and that's when The Rock comes and lifts his hands up, and like he sold his soul, like JR's voice.
No, he could do that.
He
Yeah,
sold his
he
soul.
could. I mean,
That was good.
yep,
Oh yeah, JR.
that could work.
Is he doing better, or is he have? He's still going through it.
I think he was gonna have he was gonna have the surgery. They said he found out about the cancer, and they're gonna have a surgery to try to remove it. I haven't seen any updates about it after, but he ain't dead, so I think we would have heard about that. So, good, maybe he's on the up and up.
Yeah.
Poor guy, he's been going through it, man. His wife fell off that scooter and gets cancer after. You know,
Damn. Yeah, he is going through it.
yeah,
Hope he does better though.
yeah,
We need him around. He needs one more.
yes.
One more match and not match, but commentary. But then again,
I would love to see him back.
Cole's great.
That's my guy. Yeah, Mike. He's been there, man, and to see him just be let loose now,
Yeah.
the chains are off. Let him be himself.
Yep.
He knows how to do it. He's been there. He was loyal to the soil, though. I gotta say that.
True.
He did everything for the business, brother. So
Big time, man. Because he went through it. Like you said, he got bullied.
30 years, 30 years, bro.
I'm sure he has some cases that he could some file with HR. I'm sure he
Okay,
does.
Shit, HR that well, the HR wasn't working back then.
No, that's true.
They probably gave him an NDA and a payout already. That's why he's over there eating.
He's trying to.
Try.
Oh man. So okay, let's go with the CM Punk, Sammy, and then Braun Breaker, Rollins match. What do you think of that
That's
one?
gonna be um I enjoyed the match. It was good open. I enjoyed that. It was an opening match, and then we got the big shock of Bronson Reed being the third member of the of this new alliance. They don't have a name yet. They're talking about Paul Heyman used to have the Deadly Alliance or something like that. Was it Deadly Alliance? Something like that.
Yeah,
No, Dangerous Alliance. I'm sorry. I don't know.
I'm just trying to think. I don't know why I don't care for Sammy anymore.
I mean, you feel like I don't know. I mean, he could wrestle.
No, of
I'm a
course
fan of Sammy.
he could
The man can
definitely
wrestle.
wrestle. That's it's more of I don't know if it's just his no update. I don't know.
I think that's what he's the same character still, kind of in a way.
I guess I like him better as a heel, even though he wasn't even a heel all the way. Even in the Bloodline, he wasn't really a heel. It just people didn't want him to turn on Kevin Owens, but
Right.
I wanted him to join Seth Rollins.
I did too.
That would
I
have been
think
good
it
for
would have
his
been
character.
I've been awesome for his character. Yeah, but I guess they didn't do it. I don't know why they didn't pull the trigger on that. I would have loved it, but they still keep it Sami Zayn. Well, Sami Zayn's he's their beacon.
He's like
They gotta have he's their 'cause remember he's Muslim, so they
true.
gotta have he's their Muslim star, bro. He's their guy.
I just
So
feel like
he's never not gonna be out of the scene.
no, of course not. But it's just more of I feel
Yeah.
like he's the same as Cody Rhodes when it comes to Mr. Good Guy and I can't do nothing wrong. And I felt that this was the perfect time for him to be able to do the old kayfabe. Is it like
Oh,
real? Is it no? And then like shit, I'm gonna take care of my family. Get me my title match. If you're saying I don't gotta do
yeah,
nothing wrong and hurt anybody, I just gotta join you and I get a title match, and no, but he
yeah,
wants to do it the right way and go through hell. I'm like, oh, you're stupid, man. Somebody offers me a raise for I don't gotta do nothing. No Diddy, no nothing. I'm just all right, fine.
yeah.
Okay.
But you never get nothing for nothing though.
That is
Yeah,
true.
so Sami Zayn knows that. There's nothing for nothing.
That
It's
is
always
true.
something.
He should have said that then. Those would have been better words instead of saying "f you" or something.
Right.
I get
Go to
it.
hell. All
Yeah,
right, I'll
yeah.
send you to hell. And then he killed him. Yeah, Braun Breaker broke him in half. He broke him.
He destroyed it.
He
Yeah.
destroyed him, bro.
Okay.
They called the match off of that was a great match. I love how that ended.
What
Basically
other?
gave that man a TKO.
Yeah. What other? What was the last match? Was there another one? Did we
The
cover
last
everything?
match was a Jey Uso Logan Paul match.
How'd you feel with that one?
I thought it was a good match. I mean, I know they got eyes on it. Logan Paul, the kid's good, man.
Yeah, he
So,
is.
and they teased it like it actually was about to happen. Especially when Cena came out, I was like, oh shit, is this really? I'm like, are they really about to pull the trigger, bro? Like that.
He's about to ruin
That would
wrestling.
have
He
been
said,
so.
"I'm about to take this belt, and
Bro,
the YouTuber's
he
gonna
was
get
about
it."
that close. He was up that close, bro. He was teetering on the line. I was like, oh. Then we got Cody to come out. So
Yeah.
that was a great. I thought that was good to reintroduce Cody like that and save wrestling.
Yeah, that's
That
true.
that was the great understory cut. And then they announced the match for Money in the Bank, which is they say in 2 weeks. So that's cool.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That yeah.
Cody coming out with his windbreaker jacket again.
hmm
It's a dope jacket though, but still,
Yeah.
that's why I feel like he's just too Mr. Good Guy. So something needs to happen pretty soon.
Oh, he's the face, bro. He's the Cena.
Yeah,
He's
he
their
is.
Cena right now.
But
He's Mr. Make a Wish. I don't know. The
Sammy.
kids love Cody Rhodes, bro.
They got Sami Zayn.
That's it. They got Sammy for the Middle East, bro.
There you go.
Okay, he's their superhero.
All right, so that's that one. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, we go back to Cena's run.
Mm.
Gunther's probably the best pick. as you said, because
Mm,
that one's gonna challenge him. It's like you ain't gonna be playing games with Gunther.
no. Big ass chops. I'm waiting for the chops. You see chops on Cena's chest, bro. That'd be awesome. But they might not let him do that though. I
Right.
would love to see him do that because he wants to do it, but I don't know if he's going to do it. You know what I mean? Because he is that he's got to low key be a diva.
Yeah,
It's his final run. It's what he wants to do.
that's
You
true.
know what I mean? But hopefully he does what's the best for business.
Yeah. Now, yeah, Randy Orton, is he gone
We
already?
saw that match. We haven't seen him since the match
Right. St. Louis.
at Backlash. So yep. Well, he probably takes time off. You know, he's
Yeah.
OG. I
Uh,
think they're probably going to put the belt on him at least one more time, so he could be 15-time champ. Because
who?
I wouldn't be surprised if like shit, they could take it off him. I think they could. Cause Randy's over right now.
True, he is.
That could be that could be the person to actually take it off of John Cena.
They're gonna wrestle one more time.
I think. Well, they said that was the last time, though, right?
I think yeah, that's what they said. And I don't
They
see them
said,
doing
but
that.
you know, but he didn't win clean. So it's funny though. But I mean, he won as a heel and Randy Orton as a face. So that was
True.
Twilight Zone match. So
All right. Trying to think of what else we didn't cover last time. Oh, here we go. The Vegas.
mm.
What are your thoughts on Vegas WrestleMania? Every time.
Well, for what I read, also, I don't think it's going to be every time. They said it's going to be probably on the years when sounds like Vegas tourism is down, but and
Right.
fucking WrestleMania brought in hella money.
True.
So I think if they're like, hey, we need WrestleMania, people are gonna go. They're gonna fly to that. So
I think it's a competition between. My God, I don't want to say it incorrectly. Is it Dubai or Abu Dhabi?
Dubai, I think,
Where they have
because
the writer season and all that stuff, where they just have all the fights.
Riyadh,
Riyadh, yeah.
Riyadh. I
So it's
thought
just more of a
is that Saudi Arabia? I'm sorry, I think Riyadh is in Saudi Arabia.
okay. Well, regardless, right? It's the new
Yeah,
city that
I
they're.
think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do a WrestleMania out there, bro. I really do.
I can't
I
hate
will
it
not
because
be
it's
attending that. I
exactly.
mean, I don't think I'll be attending that. That's gonna
Nah,
be that. That's oil money, bro. We ain't got that.
no.
Okay, they got liquid gold out there, bro. No, we ain't got that, bro.
Yeah, it's tough, but it's more of a. It's because I was like, I don't want them to go all the way over there, but everyone deserves it.
Yep.
Everyone needs to be able to go. So, but those ticket prices would be sky high.
That's what oil prices. You know what I'm saying? Barrels. Not even,
But even in general, though, like if you say,
okay.
"Hey, I'm gonna go to," WWE says, "Hey, we're gonna give everybody a shot, all continents, every country. Like we're gonna go to London, 2026. We're gonna go to
I,
Saudi
I
Arabia,
I could
27."
see them do that. They did. Remember, they had the one of my favorite Summer Slams was I think '92. They were in Wembley
Yeah,
Arena,
I
Wembley
remember that.
Stadium. That was awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Imagine if they do that, and you're
I
like,
could see them doing that.
they're coming back to the United States in 2030. You know how expensive that'll be because it's not every year they're in the United States.
Right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
We better go in Vegas again, just to
you're
maybe.
right. This might be the last time.
Who knows?
Just like Cena. Last time is now.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of
Well, they're
like the
getting on. You know,
fact.
they're getting ready to go on the South American tour too.
True.
So they're about to make a bunch of cash, bro.
Oh, this is gonna be the most income they're gonna ever have for the next year. I should say at least next 2 years.
Mm.
But I mean, I was kind of like, eh. I'm not hating because it's closer to us being in
Yeah,
Vegas, and
facts. I'm
I
not.
think Philadelphia taught them a lesson about the East Coast weather.
Yeah, to do outside because they want that. Yeah, they're probably gonna be nothing but domes after that.
That shit was cold. It's still
At that
cold.
time,
I'm
it
still
was.
recovering.
Yeah, bro. I was that first night freezing, bro.
Freezing.
And we were layered up. We were layered up, bro. Jackets, sweaters.
Gloves,
You saw
everything.
I have like everything, bro. Freezing.
Freezing.
Bro, like, hey, like I've had a 42 in California. That motherfucker, bro, warrior, yeah, brother, shit.
Deal with
I don't know how he
long
did it, but but he's from out that way though, so he's
he
probably
was
used
cold
to
at the
that.
end though. He was
He
cold.
was cold for sure. He
He
was
put a
freezing.
shirt on at the end. He was done. Warrior tapped
Yeah,
out. Yeah. But so that, I mean, I get it because I think who mentioned, Jake, that UFC does all their events in Vegas for the most part, right? All the big ones.
yep.
Boxing, the biggest fights are always in Vegas.
Usually, yep. So
And it's
why
easy to
not
get to.
wrestling? I said it's easy to get to. Yep, entertainment capital of the world. People go to Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully, though, I mean, I guess I wouldn't hate it, but they got to do something bigger then. Like they really need to do a whole WrestleMania week or something to where it's like brings it to be more entertainment value. I don't know. Because when you go to a different city, though, it's like when we went to Philly, Hollywood. It's like the atmosphere is different because everyone's like, "Oh my God, it's finally here! It's finally here!" But if you do the same thing
Yeah,
every year, it might lose that aura of that shock.
it might. It might. But I think they'll do it like back to back this year. They do it back to back. They'll probably be, like I said, 2027. They'll probably be going somewhere else.
Overseas, huh?
Mm,
I think so. I think that's why they're doing it, making it a little easier. Everyone, we're giving you a heads up, back to back.
yeah. We'll see, man. We'll see how times keep. Hey, whoever has some money talks.
True.
Shit, who knows what the fuck might happen by 2027? We might go on in a whole nother world war, bro. All type of shit. That's a long time right now. You
That
know,
is a long time. Anything
it's
can
a long
happen.
time. Yeah.
That's true. And so Vince McMahon, I saw him in the news recently, and he's still thinking about what was he trying to think about buying, or was he starting up his own business again?
I know he had talked about starting a promotion, but I ain't heard nothing else. So he needs to go sit down somewhere. Go chase some more women and pay him off.
He
I'm
supposedly he
just
ain't trying
playing.
to
I don't
promote
want to do
Triple
that.
H or Stephanie no more.
That is what it is. He's doing his thing. He don't got to. He ain't got to. The business is in good. He don't need to speak to them. Good business in good hands.
He's like resentful that they let him go.
Well,
So he has no relationship with them at all. Is what I'm saying.
well,
Just over his kids.
that's what's best for the business. He damn near disowned his kids for the business already. You know what I
That
mean?
is
He
true.
brought his kids into bed. His family really joined him in it so they could spend time with him, bro. You gotta think about that. They probably joined in as soon as they were old enough. They were on there with
True.
him. So
Shane hates.
uh,
I feel like Shane hates the business a little bit though. Like that's his
yeah,
dad, and
because
his dad pretty much didn't give a shit about him.
yeah, he loved the business more than he loved his own
Same.
son.
Oh,
The son was the business was his son.
that is true,
That's my yep.
man.
But they said he was more like Shane. I mean, they said he was more like Linda, and Stephanie was more like Vince. So cutthroat, you know. You see how they did Linda, so
This is gonna be the year China. Well, let's just say next one. Next WrestleMania Hall of Fame. China gets in.
I think so.
He can't keep denying it.
Yeah, that's something. They can't. They got to put her in there.
Because what she did was on number one. The first one was private. That was like what helped. I mean, that's what ruined her career in the beginning. That private video,
Mm-hmm.
her and Pac, and then she went and did
Xbox,
her thing. But this no different than all like the other women who posed for Playboy back then when that
All
was
that. Yeah.
a huge thing. So
No, the reason why they didn't put it is because her video, one of them, she did there was a scene where they basically was making fun of her, like she fucked Mr. McMahon.
oh, okay.
But it was like his name wasn't McMahon. It was similar. It was real close.
Got it.
So I was like, that's probably
I got it. But
Yeah,
yeah, that's a long time ago.
that long time ago. Yeah,
You gotta be a
yeah,
man.
but it was a dig at WWE at the time. So
True. If Hogan's in, she's got to be in. Because
facts.
what you do on your personal shouldn't count then, I guess, right?
All right.
Business is
I
business.
guess. Well, we throwing Chris in there.
Hey, I've said it before. We both said it. He shouldn't be
He
the
was one of the
greatest.
greatest
He's
wrestlers
not
I've ever
great. Don't
seen.
talk
Yeah, I
about
don't
him,
think he.
but don't erase it.
Yeah,
He was a champion.
he had great matches, man. He was a great like I. People say you can't tell the story of wrestling without Chris Benoit in a way, but why would you discredit that man? Like he was a great wrestler,
True.
and we see what the hell happened. They say his brain was mush, bro. That probably gave it up for the business, bro. I'm sorry that it flipped. Some people,
That's probably why they're not letting him be around and they
mm,
erase him because they're erasing that part. What the
yeah,
business did to him.
just like yeah, exactly, just like his memory was erased.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Poor guy.
Poor guy.
They not shut him down, but another guy who just thought to my mind because I always like put him together all the time is Dean Malenko.
Yes.
Like once the merger happened with, I know he was around and he had a little bit of a stint in
He,
WWE, but
he,
he just fell off. Like I mean, they just kind of pushed him to the side
yeah, they did. I know. I mean, he was a light heavyweight champion in WWE for a hot second, right?
a little bit. I think I said he had a little run, and after
He had a
that, he just
run,
disappeared.
but I know he retired. I know he became a booker for a minute in the back. He was helping do the stories.
Okay,
Yeah, like I forgot what year it was, but for a minute he was back there doing that.
that dude. When you're on
He was
Instagram,
a great wrestler.
you scroll
He was a
down.
great wrestler.
He's always at those indie autograph signings. And
Mm-hmm.
he can't even walk.
Mm, mm,
He's
mm,
like a
mm.
cane, poor guy. The older you get, the more it takes a toll on your body. The adrenaline dumps or
Hey,
something.
bro, that's what it seems like. Like it's crazy. Oh, when we talked since we haven't been on here. R.I.P. Sabu.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah, we haven't been on here since he passed away, man. Hey, like
that was
he was
unexpected.
always no lie. All that was unexpected, especially he had just wrestled that match at during WrestleMania
True.
weekend. That was his retirement match. I loved it, but
He went out
I think
on his
that's
own
cool.
terms.
He went out on his own terms, bro. He probably knew what was going on already.
That's true.
Most time, like just like when I want to say just like when Ultimate Warrior passed, he had that Hall of Fame weekend, bro.
Yeah.
He came, said it on Monday. What drop dead? Like was it Tuesday,
I think
Wednesday
a
morning,
Tuesday.
bro?
Tuesday. I think it was the
It was
next
like
day.
the next day, bro. Dead.
Yeah, that's a
He
cool
made it
story.
out there, and so it was just like sometimes you just know.
That's
But
true.
Sabu, like back to Sabu, one of my favorite. Like I used to see him. Like we didn't realize. I don't know if we didn't realize, but that's what we watched. I watched him since he was in WWE. I remember he used to come on Monday nights
Yeah.
and be doing, dude, that fucking springboard, the
Every time,
springboards, bro.
every time I
The
see
back,
his
he was
name,
one.
I think of him.
Yes, it's gonna be like the Van Daminator. He was
Yep.
and the springboard. He was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Him and Rob Van RVD. They were tag team in ECW together.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love watching their matches, bro. I'm just like, man, this shit's so like you had never seen nothing like it. Innovative, bro.
True.
Innovative.
That was yeah. It's just more unexpected. Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Him?
Now I think honestly he was underrated. I think he inspired a lot of hardcore artists.
Oh yeah. Well, he's one of the biggest names too in ECW.
Yeah, he was legend.
Yeah. I would say I'm not gonna shit on his name in any way, but he was a legit, not a theatrical Terry Funk. Like Terry Funk like
Hmm.
would do a lot of hardcore shit, but it was more like you're
Yeah,
being a little bit. You're like a not calling him this, but like Jackass, like you're just trying to get the shock of like the movie Jackass, you know, like you're just doing it.
Mm.
Sabu
The
had a
shock
vein,
factor.
like he was actually a legit can wrestle, truly wrestle.
Yeah.
I don't think Terry Funk couldn't wrestle. He just took a beating, hardcore. That's
Hardcore
my
beating.
opinion. So yeah, but
I'll have to go back to watch old school Terry Funk matches because we were watching him towards the end of his career. Like Terry Funk was old by the time we were watching
that
wrestling,
is
bro.
true.
Like
Being
Terry
put
Funk was like
in
in
the
his
trash can.
50s, bro.
Yeah,
Yep.
wearing the mask,
New
trying to
Age Outlaws,
chainsaw
him fucking
Charlie.
old Chainsaw Charlie, brother. Old Chainsaw.
I don't know how he did it. I'll
But
just say that because
yeah.
from the time we started watching Chainsaw Charlie,
Mm.
Terry Funk,
And
he
yeah,
was like barely already walking. He looked like somebody's
right.
grandpa. Like, what are you doing in the ring?
That
And he
what
went
are you
another
doing in the
20
ring,
some
Pop?
years after that.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
So,
Yeah.
maybe he could wrestle back
He
then.
does.
And at 30s and 20 years old, I don't know. I don't think
Yeah, but shit,
video
I think,
footage.
like I said, we was watching. I think we was watching Terry Funk wrestling, and he was already in his 40s, damn near 50s, bro.
I think he was almost 50s, huh?
I think he was
Probably.
close. But he's probably close towards his 50s because he was huge in
Japan.
Well, I think it was Japan, and that was in the 80s, right? The 80s and 90s. I would say early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. But he was big in the South.
Yeah, that's true.
He was big in the South, like in the 70s. So,
And he had hardcore matches back then, too.
mhm.
With Mick Foley, Cactus
Yep,
Jack, barbed wire
yep,
matches, and what they have? The exploding matches, like where the fireworks would go off, too.
yeah, that's crazy. They're insane over there with that shit. That's how he lost his. Well, that's how Mick Foley lost part of his ear.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
There's one person I want to see him come back for one more, just one run. And when I say one run, that means like just like Cena, where it's just
Hmm.
like it's known you're gonna do 1 year, so that way your character doesn't get boring still, and they make it right. I want to see Chris Jericho just come back one more time.
Oh, I would love it. I would see retire him on the mic. He'd be awesome.
Yes,
I,
just tell him get
yes.
in perfect, get in the best shape you possibly can. Just end your
Hmm.
career the right way, and make the final run.
I would enjoy that because he did keep WWE running, bro. He helped that win that war. No lie.
Oh, of course he did.
That was the big jump. That was the big jump when he came over. I remember that was one that I don't even know how we heard about the room. It was on the internet back then. That was the AOL chat rooms or something, but they was like Chris Jericho's going to WWE or WWF,
Yeah.
and then it went that that countdown, and then him coming out during the middle of the Rock's promo,
Greatest ever. Probably the
rock the
greatest.
shit, rock the shit.
Yes.
That was greatest. That's the greatest debut I thought,
Ever. I think to me.
ever.
Man. So I think he would be great if he, because I don't want to see him fall off. And I don't think he's falling
Well,
off.
yeah,
It's just more of, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. You're forgotten about. And somebody that big shouldn't be forgotten about.
yeah, I think he got forgot, but I think he's low key alienated his people too because he's a big time trumper, big time.
True. That's tough.
So that's what I mean. He'll fit. He'll fit. It's WWE. They're all the front office for them is big time, but they're connected. Like their mom works for, but
It's, yeah, like
I
I
just
said,
don't know. I don't know if it's gonna resonate like it used to because of that. Because I think he might get the Hogan treatment, bro.
Hogan's a little different, though. Hogan's a piece of shit. Like,
He really is. He is
truly, though.
he's a
Like,
piece of
like
shit
some
human
of the
being.
stuff he said is not.
It's not cool at
Some
all,
of the
bro.
stuff
Yeah.
Hogan said is has nothing to do with even being a Trumper. That is just a piece of shit.
Nah.
Racist,
Yeah.
Like you're just actually a bad person. You're a
You're
bad
right.
human being, man.
You're a bad human being.
That's all I can say.
He's all,
You're a bad
yeah.
human being. But yeah, I'm sure like you're right. Like it would have some on Jericho, but if you like again, if you say, hey,
BHB.
it's one final run. Like
I would love to see
Chris
it.
Jericho, the
I will.
wrestler, and let's go. That's it. I'm trying to think of
I just
anybody
love
else.
hearing. I love hearing him on the mic.
Hardys were going to come back, weren't they?
Well, I know they had a match in NXT, so
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So that's what it is.
they got that NWA merger, or kind of that deal that they did, or
TNA.
TNA deal. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wait, NWO. I was like, wait. I just heard Hogan say,
I
"What?"
said NWA. I was over there, but yeah.
Gonna upset Hogan. Uh, yeah, I'm
He
trying to
must
think of
pose.
wrestlers that are on their way out. They should have been already out, but maybe one more year, and that was the only guy I could think of right now. Because that kind of
Rey
made me
Mysterio.
sad. Yeah, he should stop. That made me sad with Sting. Sting got his match, his WrestleMania match, but he could have had such a big. Oh, he did get hurt though, huh? With Seth Rollins, he got a concussion or something.
Seth Rollins almost no, he got like it was like spinal stenosis.
That's what it
That
was.
buckle bomb, bro.
He got
The buckle
really
bomb. He
bad.
almost he's paralyzed for like a hot bite. Dead. Like he had a badass stinger. He couldn't move. Yeah, Stinger had a stinger,
Oh, but Seth Rollins be taking people out.
bro. I think hey, all for the hey, that's what's best for
I
business.
guess so.
And hey, he's moved up.
True.
I hate to say it. The old Tanya Harding.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, take out your better competition. It's all right.
Yeah.
You know what?
So.
No, I'm just.
If you could have somebody come back for 1 year, again, one final year, who would it be?
Oh, I don't. I'm trying to think who's gone from there that I would love to see come back to.
Because Goldberg's supposed to come back and have his retirement match
Uh,
June, July. That's gonna be it for him, supposedly.
well, are you gonna do it against Braun Breaker? That'd be awesome. But I did not. So speaking of that, found out that they're actually Goldberg and him are Goldberg and Rick Steiner are really good friends still.
Are
Like
they?
yeah. Didn't peep out that he had Braun Breaker had the Goldberg. He had the Goldberg symbol. He had that tatted on him, bro. So that's like his uncle. That's like that's
Okay.
Uncle Goldberg, bro.
Damn.
So I was like, oh man. So to hear that, I was like, okay, he's better. He's already better than his uncle is.
True. I think so.
Oh, shout out to Braun Breaker hitting the push-ups yesterday with Big Papa, like it's like his Uncle Scott's Big Papa Pup. He hit that shit yesterday. I was like, let's go. I'm
Anybody
actually
else?
excited for Monday Night Raw now because I want to see how this trio and see if they actually come up with the name. I want to hear Paul Heyman talk.
He actually got involved in a match for once
Yeah,
by grabbing
he got
Sammy.
caught doing it. He grabbed Sammy's foot. I was like, this is perfect. I was like, man. And he got caught up, but he got caught up on purpose. It made sense.
Yeah. So
That's all part of the scheme. Yep.
It's pretty. Yeah. So again,
It's crazy watching him get evolving. It's awesome.
Unlike Sammy. Oh man. So
I think he might be pitching.
That again, because I'm trying to think. Like CM Punk came back and he's rejuvenated his career. Not that it was going like this. I'll just say that CM Punk was going like this, steady with that company, and now he's up. So
He's
that's what I
up,
thought,
bro. People love him.
Be one, but anybody else in there?
I would actually like to see. I enjoyed Dean Ambrose when he was in WWE. Like
They'll say
he left.
They said he's never coming back because he has an ego like crazy.
I believe it.
And he wants.
Something probably happened. I bet something happened, bro, behind that scenes, bro. I think something. That's why he'll never come back too.
But that pop would be huge.
That would be
Him versus
huge pop.
Seth.
Yep, that'd be awesome. You get that finally.
They'd pay him.
If they paid him enough, I think he'd do it.
Probably.
And you finally get the Shield triple threat again, finally, or put them together one more time.
Bobby Lashley.
I love Bobby Lashley too.
Him and Braun Breaker.
Ooh, that'd be a good match.
Yeah.
You know who they really dropped? The WWE. They dropped the ball on like Swerve Strickland he was in NXT and he was the man in NXT, and then they fired everybody when they had that big ass lawsuit
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Remember, he became one of the cuts. They put
True.
the belt on him in AEW, bro.
Yep.
That's how you know he was good. Like I was watching him in NXT, I was like, oh man, this kid's not. He was nice. I'd actually see what they like, but I don't know. Like, try to think who else.
Isn't Billy
Cause they
Gunn?
fumbled him. I feel like they fumbled him.
Billy Gunn, isn't he still wrestling?
Ooh, I don't know if he's still wrestling. I know his sons were wrestling in AEW, but
Because I saw him on the internet like not that long ago. He was jacked. I mean, he's taking those vitamins.
he's taking HGH for sure.
He was, but he like I mean, he was in shape. He was like really healthy. He didn't look like he was bloated. He
Yeah,
looked like
yeah.
he was healthy.
Nah, he just yeah. He always yeah. I think yeah. He's a motherfucker, bro. He's always been jacked. He's been jacked ever since he started doing weightlifting
Yeah,
after I think he stopped wrestling. So he's been jacked ever since then.
I just feel like this could be this whole. I'm going to end it on this one. I think Cena could have been or is putting together something that is going to be nice for people who need a way out to be recognized one last time, like the
Yeah.
farewell tour, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to speak. They're not all going to be as big as Cena. They're not going to hold the belt throughout the year.
Nah.
You can say, "Hey, this is my final year." Make the announcement in January or whatever it is, and say, "This is my final year," and that's it.
Come out and see me. Yep.
And give him the IC belt. Give him the US belt. Give him the 24/7 belt. Something, something to
Something.
work. Just
Bring the
give him
hardcore
something.
championship back. Something.
Let him win Money in the Bank. Like there's a lot of things you could give a legend on their way out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about if they still can compete decently.
If they can still go, I don't want no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
I don't want to
just
see the legend just to see him.
yeah. You can't just no.
You gotta
But
still have a little bit left. I mean, a little left in the tank.
yeah, you're just say, hey, this is my final. Like I said, you contact them in August of the prior year, and you say this is it. We'll give you the 1 year run, so you got 4 or 5 months to get in shape, the best you possibly can.
Mm.
And you're not gonna wrestle
And
every
stay
single
in shape.
day, but yeah,
Nah,
I don't know.
'cause, Cena wasn't wrestling every day. I mean, at least he's starting to wrestle more.
But I mean, that's what I think that would
Mm.
be nice to see for people to go out and get some one-time last money for their career.
Yeah, big time money.
All right, but that's yeah. Anything else you want to end it with on your side?
I think we're good. I'm excited about Monday Night Raw now. See who. I think we're going to find out the last contestants for Money in the Bank because the men's isn't finished yet, and then we got the women's too. So
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
they're going to have one on Raw, one on SmackDown too.
I would say
One
this.
women's on Raw, one women's on SmackDown,
Yeah,
and one men's on Raw, one men's on SmackDown as well. So
yeah, and I would say this is the not first time, but Raw has been and SmackDown. I'll just say both of them, right? They've been pretty good at keeping up a storyline since WrestleMania ended.
yep,
They're still keeping people invested into what's going on. Usually, it does fall off a little bit after WrestleMania. Like,
right.
all right, story's done.
Especially with the new because they're trying to inject new characters and phase out old ones because that's the contract time. So it is a weird
That
time
is true. Yeah.
because soon as WrestleMania is over, bam, that like you signed your contract. I think it's usually from WrestleMania to WrestleMania or something. It was like 2 year, 3 year. I don't know however they do their deals, but
Yeah.
usually that's the end of their year. It's about April. So
And then usually people go on vacation all the time,
yep.
and then they just have matches that don't mean anything. So this time for Seth Rollins again, he's picking up the ball and he's rolling with it.
Well, that's of course, and he ain't got the belt. He's chasing it, but he don't need the belt. That's how good he is.
Yeah, he's actually better Seth
He
Rollins.
is a visionary. He's a revolutionary. He is Seth freaking Rollins. He's a man.
Yes, he is.
The fact that he's still over too, like bro, he's supposed to be a heel right now, but they're just singing his music, and
Yeah.
we really hit that Attitude 2.0 era. Right, like there's no. I feel like everybody's kind of blending again.
Oh, sorry. I was gonna one more thing.
Hmm.
because it's gonna. I'll
Yep.
forget about it because they keep doing this and you're forgetting about them. The Wyatt Six. Okay, they're back again.
Apparently,
but this is like
they're back again.
40th
Apparently, but
time they come back, and it's like, are you gonna be gone again for 6 months again, and then come back again?
I don't, we'll see what happens, man. I don't know how they're gonna. They're probably gonna end up. I don't know what they're gonna do, bro. I
Well, that's
really
what I'm
don't know
saying.
who they're gonna have and go. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I mean, they got over, but it's then they go away. Like they don't really have
Yeah,
a
I
plan.
think what's in it? Somebody. I think they said Bo Dallas was hurt,
Okay.
but I'm like, you couldn't just have
Make
him
the
do
other go?
vignettes or something like that. You
Yeah.
know?
Or the other people.
Yep.
You're just gonna keep their
That'd been the
careers
time to
as
push
old.
them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh well.
Yep. Well, they have no real relation to him because that's Uncle Hal. Well, I don't know. They're all part of the. They technically all part of Bray Wyatt, so I don't get it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Mm.
this is a 2, and we'll wish the best for them. So we'll see what happens.
Yep.
All
All
right.
right. I'm Mr. Smash 42.
And I'm Senor Splash.
All right.
Take care, man.